Here we go, getting ready. It's 12:26 a.m. Monday morning. Lionel with you. Get up! Get up! This is the beginning of our day. So much to talk to you. Here's my first question. Who's in charge? Who's in charge? Who's in charge in this company, this country, and this company? Who was in charge? First, give me a 5x5, ladies and germs. Who is in charge? That's what I want to know. Somebody tell me. Is it Netanyahu? Is it Trump? Just tell me. Tell me who it is so I can understand. That's all. Maybe that doesn't bother you. Maybe you have no concern over that. I kind of do. I'm old-fashioned. Who's in charge here, my friends? Who in the hell is in charge? Now let's see what's going on right now. Let me see. Let's turn to my friends. Oh, look who it is. Oh, the black Zionist says, at this point, I don't know. I don't either. I don't either. I have no earthly idea, ladies and gentlemen, who's in charge. And that's not meant to be, because some people get very upset when I talk about this. They get very upset when I talk about this because I guess there are people who think like, oh, you can't slam Trump. Listen, I think we're beyond that. Let me remind everybody of something. Maybe this will be good for you. In fact, a lot of us, there we go. Maybe a lot of folks will kind of get this ultimately, but you see, the president works for us. I think he's great. I'm with him 100%. I like him. But when it comes to foreign policy, the worst. Russia, Iran. So let me ask you something. Any chance of us going to World War III? You like this? Anybody in support of this? What do you think? Where is this going? Where do you think this is going, my friends? Charles is in charge. Darkly noon. I don't know what that means. Charles who? Prince Charles? Is that what you're saying? That's that old perfide Albion. I believe that the president kind of goes as far as he can, kind of intellectually and on gut, and then he says, okay, then he changes his mind, right? This is ridiculous. Let us start off by saying what we always have to do. And we never have to worry about this. There's Freddie Haddad. God bless you, Fred. Let's start off with a couple of things here. First of all, number one, this is not about religion. This is about countries. This is not about Judaism or Islam. This is about a country. And this is some of the argument that people have when they talk about Zionism. There have been some folks, I really like a lot of what Laura Loomer says, but even she said things like, Islam is a problem. It's like, no. This isn't Islam. See, nice try, but that doesn't work, okay? It's not about Judaism. And this is the notion of Zionism, and why when you talk about Israel, people will say, interestingly enough, they will say that you are kind of confusing sometimes Israel with Judaism. That there's no other country that you can apply this to. When you talk about even during the Troubles in Ireland in the 70s, 60s to 70s, 50s, actually before that, you didn't necessarily say, oh, this is Protestantism against Catholicism. No, that's just the name they gave. It had nothing to do with that at all. Nothing to do with any of that. And there are people who make a lot of folks, a lot of Christian Zionists and others, and that's a different argument. A little bit of advice, stay away from that one. And the reason why is because people don't really grasp that. And you see, a lot of this has to do with the rule book. The rule book says, have in your arsenal, whenever you want to speak, have in your arsenal the following. Number one, say Israel has the right to defend itself. Of course it does. And you say, are they defending themselves? Yes. Against whom? Well, before it was Hamas. And you said, but you're leveling you're leveling neighborhoods. What are you doing? Well, it's Hamas. That's Hamas? You're protecting yourself against Hamas. What? Okay, that's what. So number one, Israel has a right to protect, of course. Number two, people say the red line is that Iran cannot get a bomb. Okay. Let's assume. How many think Iran cannot get a bomb? Who agrees? Anybody? By the way, I got to keep those likes up. Who agrees? Iran cannot get a bomb. Somebody writes, Sinn Féin, IRA Ulster. What does that mean? What does that mean? Bernays, what does that mean? You can't read these a lot. You write some great stuff, but it doesn't say anything. It's like a I don't know what you want to call it. It's just sort of a thing you say. But anyway, so the issue then is, okay, maybe it'd be better. So the next question is, well, how do you protect them? How do you prevent them from getting a bomb? How does that work? Do you bomb this country? Does Israel bomb the country and then turn to us and say, hey, a little help here? And you say, wait a minute, you did this. Hey, we can't do this on our own. You started this. No, you got to come in. We're allies. Come on, we're like this. Come on, help us. I go, wait a minute, wait. This isn't our fight. Oh, yes, it is. It's a fight. It's a fight. Come on, we're allies. Come on. And that's where AIPAC and others come in, and it makes sense. Look, I'm not even arguing this point. I would do the same thing. I would suggest the same thing. But the issue is, it's not whether they should bomb us, or bomb us. Say, do you bomb them because they have a bomb? And right now, all of the left and the right, they're making it out to be. They're making it sound like and look like and be like that Iran is this crazy group of folks. So let me go through this. 3 of 4 of the war in Ireland. Bernays, you're waxing logo Layla here. I don't know what that has to do with anything. You do know what I meant by Ireland, right? You do know what I said. Maybe you're trying to impress us with your Irish lore, and I appreciate that. Brother, we don't live in a little pony reality. America will always be at war. Confused? Look at the defense spending. Thank you, Patrick. Patrick figures it out. Well, we're always going to be at war. Well, that's it. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We're always going to be at war. Is that it? Is that it? Do you think we benefit? Who benefits from this? Cui bono? Who benefits from this little skirmish? This isn't some serious war. Now, Iraq, that's a different story. Oh, man. Bring out all those planes, going after a country. How does this help? How does this necessarily help the military-industrial complex? What does it do for that? We need the United States to help U.S. out ASAP. We need the United States to help U.S. out. U.S. What does that mean? Raytheon benefits. Yes, we know that, James. Thank you. Do you think Raytheon is going to, all of this is worthwhile? I mean, do you think, seriously, that any kind of skirmish, anything, we're going to do this just because of Raytheon? I mean, this, on a big scale, I understand it. But this, some piddly, what are you going to do? You're going up against Iran. What's also interesting is you have a couple of things. Pamela joins us, by the way. You have a lot of people saying, isn't it interesting how Iron Dome apparently is not working? Iron Dome is not working. And how plain old ballistic missiles. See, now we're going to get into Black Zionist says, U.S. is us. There's a wrench. U.S. is us with the Israeli flag. U.S. is us? Is this English? What does this mean? U.S. is us? U.S. is Israel? What does this mean? I try sometimes. I stop and I read your comments. I'm thinking, I don't even know what you mean. We're not. Are you saying the United States is Israel? Is that what you're saying? Because that's not true, and vice versa is not the truth. Does anybody here know, seriously, who doesn't know what they're talking about? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Come on, tell me. Who does it say, look? Let me be honest with you. I don't know anything about it. I really don't. I mean, this isn't my thing. Whatever. I don't care. I've been living with this my whole life since 1948. In one form or another, I've been through this stuff. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm really getting tired. I'm really getting tired. Iran is the last one on the list. You really think that? Vance Bolter alleged Minnesota gunman given bond of $5 million on murder charges. Why does he have any bond? Why does he have any bond? How long until everybody forgets about Gaza? Who? 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 Who's Gaza? What's Gaza? Forgotten. Gotten. How about the Vance Bolter? You know they were going to get him. Took him a while, didn't he? Took him a while, didn't he? Huh? Took him a while. You think maybe he was... Now let me ask you something. Who is he? Pro-MAGA? Anti-MAGA? What is it? He killed or shot or killed, I forget which one of these politicians who voted against helping the migrants or immigrant or illegals. Does that make sense to you? Does that make sense to you? How would you say that? They voted. He was apparently upset. So I guess somebody who did not support, or who did not support the illegals. So was he left or right? Lionel, how would you like to see Iran looking like the 70s again? What does that mean, William Masters? What does that mean? Iran looking like the 70s again? You mean where we had our embassy, when we had a bunch of spies taken over? Remember that one? Help me out with this one. William, I know you're hitting copy and paste, but explain this. I engage you. You know what it means. No, I don't know what it means. What does it mean? You want to see? I don't understand this. We created the horror show that was Iran by virtue of Operation Ajax with Mossadegh. What has Iran only posed an interest to us in terms of war, of oil, when we wanted to put the Shah back in there? When Mossadegh wanted to nationalize the oil. What are you talking about? Iran was better off under the Shah. Could be, but you know what? That's their decision. It's their decision. So let me ask you something. Do you think it means, or do you think that Iran was better off in the 70s? Is that it? Do you think they were happy? It's not up to decide. It's not for us. Theocratic. The Shah was the most corrupt organization. Ryan says, I remember when major events lasted longer than 24 hours in the news. Nobody cares anymore, and everyone is distracted. But nobody knows enough about this to finish. Thank you, Ryan. To finish the thought. What are you suggesting? I mean, I know this is by the way, I realize a lot of times you say, look, I don't have enough time to write something. But I don't understand half the time what you're saying. What are you suggesting? What does this mean? Huh? Why should we care if Iran looks like the Stone Age or the 70s? It's none of our business. It's none of our business. Iran will not look like the 70s again. It will be the next Palestine. What is this? What does that mean? The next Palestine. They're Persian. They're completely different. It means I give up. Ryan, no, Ryan, I understand. I'm with you, Ryan. But all of our other friends, what does this mean? What would you do if you were Trump regarding Iran? What would you do? What would you do? Thank you, Guillotine. You help me. Guillotine understands. Help me. It's like I'm talking to people who don't speak English. Hello? Hello? What should Trump do? I'll make it easy for you. Have nothing to do with this. Tell Israel, sorry. Tell Zelensky, sorry. That's it, not us. NATO, you want to do it? You pay for it. Go ahead. Fuck NATO. Pardon my French. You can quote me on that. Go ahead. What are you going to do? You got a problem with that? Go ahead. You want to fund Iran? Go ahead. Or whoever. I don't know. We're out of it. We don't have a beef with Iran. I don't want these people coming after us. I don't want people. By the way, I was just watching something which is so interesting. I looked up at CNN and Tampon Tim was giving a press conference, and they had one of those Amaslan people, and they always have somebody who does it. It's the reaction. Why do they need to do that? Have you noticed how they overreact whenever they do that? They really kind of go into this kind of a vaudeville over. Anyway, I'm staying out of it. I'm for staying out. That's right, Lori. I'm with you. Persian women in miniskirts. Bernays, what are you talking about? Are you drinking? What are you saying? In your mind, when you write this stuff, what is your goal? Just to write words? To confuse? I don't understand this. It was the bald head DEI hire as the singer that got me. Oh, yeah, okay. What if Minnesota Shooter is more like Dan White? Are you drinking? Question mark. She is talking about being free. Who's talking about being free? Who? Sin says, it's for them to sort out. It's not exactly a new conflict. I agree with you. Oh, the signer was hysterical. Which signer? The one on CNN now? Another signer? Bernays says 1972. What is he talking about? Bernays, what does this mean? Square root of 11. What? Huh? What are you talking about? The miniskirt lady. William, what are you talking about? What is it? What? I'm in an asylum. What are you people talking about? Can you write a sentence? Can you put some... I'd love to engage with you. I don't know what you're talking about. You just write these things. Man, bald head sing. Yes? What? Nobody speaks English. On CNN right now. Yes, I saw that. I saw that before. Oh my God, Lionel, you got me laughing my butt off. Thank you, Outlandish. She means Iran in 1972. They had miniskirts. How the hell do you know, Whip? Who is she? Which she are you talking about? Hooked on phonics. Are you stoned? No, not really. No, I don't know. I feel more like I do right now than when I first got here. Thank you. They're talking about they had more freedom in the era. How the do you know? Do we have more freedom now, or did we in the 50s? Answer yourself a question. Do we have more freedom now than in the 50s? Answer. Do we have more freedom now than we did in the 1950s? Should we have more freedom now? Atomic Bomb says, history books. That's it. That's all he writes. History books. I was there in Iran in 75. Stop your BS. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. Freedom after the Patriot Act. Can't not watch, Lionel. So that means you cannot not watch, so you have to watch. Libya had great freedom, education for women, and they were destroyed by the PNAC gang. Yeah. I don't know if it's PNAC, but yes, I tend to agree. I think. So let me ask you something. Do you think we have more freedom now or in the 50s? Photos show Iranian women dressed similar to American women. Some. Have you ever seen any of the YouTube food videos? Just food, traveler, food blogger. You see them like that now. You see them like that now. And here's the thing. If they want to enforce a rule, it's none of our goddamn business. So what? I don't know why I wasn't alive in the 50s, but my mom said it was great back then. I think we had more freedom in the 50s. The only thing that we had was maybe our innocence maybe our inability to, maybe we were kind of naive, but I'll take that. Lionel, did you ever think you would be returning to radio? I've been on radio and was on radio on WOR. I was on radio, internet radio. I've been on. It's so weird how people think that just that unless you're on radio, like you don't do anything, nothing happened. By the way, listen to 77 WABC. Listen to that. Listen to this, WABC. Listen. People who do the work in USA can't afford a dentist, doctor, housing. We are slaves to Bezos and other grossly overpaid commissars. Maybe, a little bit, yeah, maybe. Return was the question. Marco writes, return was the question. What does that mean? Return was the question. Outlander says, at least people had morals in the 50s. I hate how many people are now. I hate how people are now. Young girls are nothing but hooers. They had less ways to track us in the 50s, which is true. Marco says, returning to radio. Well, again, I'm returning to WABC. I was on radio before, but it's wonderful, especially here, because it's been 27 years. 27 years. Our parents and grandparents could buy a home and vacation with one income. That is true. Absolutely. Absolutely. My grandparents never worked. As far as I knew, they had a house, they were retired from. How did they do this? I prefer the 1850s. Orbital hub. Funny. I bet more people could fix their own cars in 1950. Our media overlords created a culture of endless violence, stupidity, and obscenity. MK Ultra since 1960. Boy, me too big. You are so full of shit. But I love you for that. I mean, you've got every phrase down. You've got the Conspiratorium Handbook. You've got it. Oh, MK Ultra, Operation Mockingbird, Controlled Opposition, everything. I love G. Gordon Liddy's show on the radio. Good guy, G. Gordon Liddy. You know what the G stands for, right? William Masters, LOL, LOL. About what? What are you LOLing about? Don't give up on fixing your own car. You can do it. Lionel will replace Gut Bucket next. Oh my God, they wouldn't know what to do. They wouldn't know what to do. Farn says, according to my mom, who lived through the King and the Revolution, Iran was not all that, I guess, bad during the King. Yes, women in miniskirts, but poverty was extreme, which led to the revolution. Yes, the likes. What about the likes? Am I frozen on this thing? Am I frozen? Hang on a minute. Am I still frozen on this? Let me see what's going on here. I'm checking. I've got to use a laptop. I got to use an iPad and the phone to even read what the hell you're saying. Look, the bottom line is simply this. It's their business. I don't give a shit. You wear a veil, don't wear a veil, Jerry veil. I don't care. It's your business. I love when they say that, well, you know, women could dress like, what do you care? Okay. Hell, I'm being tracked here. They locked me up at home. I had to wear a mask. You want to talk about freedom? What, are you kidding me? By the by, did you see that drunk woman on Fox? Rebecca, oh, you've got to see it. She was gassed out of her mind. You could drink a beer and get a traffic ticket at the same time. There you go. Don't forget Under the Veil. Don't forget Under the Veil. V-A-I-L. Like Vail, Colorado? They need to try and westernize everyone. I love this thing. They need to trying to westernize everyone. If they want to wear that garb, let them. Kamala drinking buddy, was it? I want to see it. When did you become a vegan? No, plant-based. We're witnessing the death throes of civilization. Oh my God. And upheaval are inevitable. Benjamin Cream wiki quotes. BRICS cooperation. Ooh, hashtag words. Wow. UBI, world peace. Wonderful. Tradition is cool on base. Drunk on Fox may get me to watch again. Who has a clip of the drunk woman? I never watched those channels. For God's sakes, her name is Rebecca. Rebekka. Koffler, I think drunk. Rebecca Koffler drunks. Fox News guest rolls up drunk to interview about Trump. Seemingly intoxicated guest. Fox News guest is yanked off after she was yanked off. Hey, yanked off, huh? Yeah, that's something nice for the green room. Let me see if we can get something here. Let me see if I can go back here. Hang on a minute. Let me go. Here we go. Let me put it right here for you. And there it is. Nope, there's that. Yeah, there we go. Check this story out. Daily Mail. There's something about people drunk on TV that always cracks me up. Rainy days and Mondays always get me down. All right, friends, listen. Thank you so much today. Thank you so much. Hey, Ryan, thank you. You're our sole contributor to Freedom today. Thank you so much. You are the sole shareholder in Freedom. I appreciate that. Thank you so much for all you do. Don't forget, right now, go to WABCRadio.com, also 77 WABC. You can get the app. You can check into that. And it's going to be wild. It's going to be absolutely wild. Okay? All right? All right. Okay, my friends, we love you to death. Don't ever change. By the way, even though I didn't understand a word you said, even though the language was completely just off the charts, just illegible, incomprehensible, I love you nonetheless. Love you nonetheless. All right, my friends, don't ever change. I mean that sincerely. See you later. Don't forget, today we'll be on the air about 9 a.m. Do something later. Don't forget, my friends, until then, these famous words, the monkey's dead, the show's over, sue you, da-da. Listen now, I'm on the air now in 5 minutes.